Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Hijinks and Handlebars.
Hello.
Hey, except today we're doing Hiatus and Handlebars, and for the foreseeable future, we are starting a Dungeon World miniseries today. Given the remote situation and not necessarily having full technical capabilities, whether it be internet or otherwise, we don't really feel comfortable moving forward with the main Hijinks and Handlebars storyline because we don't want to, we don't want to we don't want to screw it up or anything. We don't want to just throw it together, and we want to make sure the future of that show remains up to the quality that we want. And part of that is a technical thing, and part of it is also my mind. I'm having a lot of personal difficulty getting that show together. So this is a really, really nice compromise, and it's going to be great because I love this system.
Yeah.
And we're excitedly doing remote so we can have Spencer back.
That's me. Hi.
Yeah, Spencer is back, not playing Frankie.
Yeah.
But eventually,
as far as you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Peels off their mask halfway through the session.
So to get things started, I guess I don't have to thank Hunter's Entertainment, but I will anyway because the show generally uses kids on bikes, that system. If this is your first time tuning in, this is going to be a mini series, so it's going to be keep going for a bit. The next episodes, like I said, for the foreseeable future, are going to be Dungeon World, this campaign. We will eventually return to the main plot. Yes. Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
We'll return to it at some point in the future. It's not like we're not doing it. But we are generally a Kids on Bikes campaign. We are continuous. We are about almost 50 episodes in on that campaign. So if you are interested in checking that out, if you like other QueueTimes shows, if you like that show, if you've seen Hijinks and Handlebars before, but you don't know the whole series, just go back and find the playlist of all of the VODs. The episodes in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars that is on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. You can also find that with the bit.ly/handle stream, capital H, capital S. And we also have merch. There's a merch store for QueueTimes as a whole and also has our designs on it. Most of the designs made by Tani Mato, who is usually on the show and will be back on the show next week along with Franny, who is also on the show generally. You can find that at bit.ly/handle shop, capital H, capital S. And there's a tip jar now for QueueTimes shows. You can type !coin in the Twitch chat and you can donate. It really helps a lot. It goes directly to the shows. It's a direct, actionable way to support us, and we appreciate it a lot. A couple other things I want to get out at the top here. This is a mostly almost entirely improvised show. There's no telling exactly what we're going to be getting into, but if we get into a topic that you are uncomfortable with or that you find triggering, please just turn the stream off, or if you're watching this on YouTube, pause the video. Take care of yourself first and foremost, but we're not going out of our way to offend people. In fact, we're doing the opposite. We try as hard as we can to maintain
wholesome vibes.
Wholesome vibes while dipping into like serious subjects. So just be careful. Not everything that people find uncomfortable is necessarily offensive, but if you find something uncomfortable, that's valid, and I want you to take care of yourself. So the last thing that I'm going to say, I think, is that I think this is the last thing.
I think so.
I'm William, they, them, the GM for Dungeon World, Hijinks and Handlebars usually. Hiatus and Handlebars.
Hello, I am Jonas, they, them, and I am playing Bowser, they, them, or he, him. He, him, subject to change. We'll start with he, him in Dungeon World.
Cool. I am Sam Richardson, and today I'm playing a character named Ladislas, who goes by Lad. And he is he, him, but Ladislas is gender fluid, so his pronouns may change over the course of the series.
Hi, I'm Spencer LaBelle, they, them. I'll be playing Danail, who is he, him.
Danail. Good to know.
Danail of the thumb.
Danail, Dowser.
Danail of the hammer.
Can you say yours one more time, Sam, for me?
Sure. It's Ladislas. Most people call him
Lad.
Cool.
Or
Las. Ladislas. Okay. Ladislas, Dowser, and Danail. A strike of lightning. There's thunder. It crashes down, sparking up the sky where you can see a tower. Rain drizzling down around you. This tower's off in the distance. You've just arrived after chasing these spectral beings that have stolen your foster father and your foster sibling, your father Din Din, and your sibling Brenner. They were taken directly out of your home. They evaporated into a mist that was stretched and taken away. You've chased them to the outskirts of town, where you have found this tower that is up, only connected by a long stone bridge over the crashing waves of the ocean on the seaside of the city that you all live in together. The doors close to this tower, slamming, and from around the side of the tower, stomp, stomp. You see, for the first time in your lives, a minotaur that positions itself between you and the tower. The only way to get there, this slender stone bridge. What do you do?
I want to ask, do either of you have a particularly large cloak that you're wearing, perchance?
It's
I definitely do not.
Or like a big brimmed hat? I'm just trying to figure out what my best angle to hide from the rain is.
Well,
I'm very much covered up in like poncho type dealio, which if you didn't grab one on the way out, halfway running here, I would have been like, Dowser, get out of the way, and toss it at you. So you have that. If you would
I'm wearing your poncho.
Yeah, it's a little oversized for you. Which isn't Dowser like 3 feet tall?
Dowser is this is a good segue into it. So Dowser is probably a little under 3 feet tall, honestly. Red salamander, basically like a big for like the animal salamander, bipedal, like salamander person, and smooth red skin, head to tip of tail. Typically doesn't wear anything or like carry equipment. Is wearing a big poncho right now that is way too big for him. And the only like sort of clothing or apparel that he has is a necklace of tails of like upscaling sizes that are the same color as the rest of his body. And he like steps forward in front of the two of you and says, "Mr. Minotaur, you are in the way of the wrong Dowser. Stand down now or it will be your peril."
The Minotaur brandishes an axe from behind its back.
Okay. Dowser runs behind Danail.
And it charges down this stone bridge towards you. I would say at this point it's about 70 feet away from you.
The moment it starts charging us, I'm just pulling out my hand crossbow, which the second we saw it, my hand was on the trigger, and I'm just lobbing fire after fire as best as I can.
What does this look like? What are we looking at here?
Danail is an Eladrin, which is a breed of elf. You can kind of see a little bit of fey hints. Hair is kind of blondish, tapering into a very pale, wintry white. Hair pulled back into a ponytail, but the sides are shaved. A little shortish, 5'6" going on. And kind of a uniform. Looks like a little military or guardsman influence-esque. And we're lobbing bolt after bolt with our hand crossbow.
Okay, if I'm correct, so that it goes. We got a volley. Let's roll volley on this.
Which I believe is plus dexterity.
Yeah, it's plus dex. So when you take aim and shoot at an enemy at range, roll plus dex. On a 10+, you have a clear shot to deal your damage. On a 7 to 9, choose one of the following. You have to move to get the shot, placing you in danger at my discretion. You have to take what you can get, minus 1d6 damage, or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1. And I'm tracking ammo.
Cool. Sweet. Then off that note, how much do I start with? 3 shots? 3 ammo, 1 wave.
3 ammo, yeah.
Cool. Well, luckily I rolled an 8 plus my 2, so that's going to be a 10. So I'm going to roll my d8 damage.
Roll your damage.
That's going to be a 6.
Ooh, okay. So you shoot off this crossbow bolt, this hand crossbow bolt. And as this minotaur is like charging towards you, you nail it like directly, like collarbone, like shoulder area, and it pierces it. And all of you see momentarily this minotaur with its hooves slightly like slips and nearly collapses, bracing itself against the ground with its arm, the arm that was holding the axe, nearly slipping off of the stone bridge entirely. And then it gets back up and starts charging down towards you. I'd say it's about 40 feet away now. Let's get, Lad, what are you up to?
So I think I have kind of been hanging back behind these two. So Lad is he is a half elf. He has sort of like braided hair, sort of like longer hair that is pulled up in a ponytail, but the rest is kind of braided behind. He has these kind of like wild eyes, and he's wearing sort of not necessarily a cloak, but something akin to a cloak. And he has a big leather the set of like shoulder pads that are all scratched up. And he, from his like back position behind everyone else, he just turns and kind of like whistles at the sky. And there is a gigantic shadow that sweeps out over the bridge. This is my animal companion because I took a move from the ranger class list, and he is a condor.
All right.
His name is Strogi.
Strogi?
Strogi.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the wingspan of this condor, would you say?
I think it's almost 2 meters.
2 meters, so that's like 7 feet, right?
Let me check.
Yeah.
About.
It is. His wingspan is. Oh no. His wingspan is about 9 feet. Across.
I was going to say
Okay.
9 feet sounds.
It's like 3 meters.
Yeah. So your condor swoops in. Are you doing a command like coordinated strike here, or what's happening?
Yeah. So when to tell you a little bit about this character, the tags I chose for him are fast, huge, intimidating, fights monsters, savage, and frightening.
Okay.
And what I want to kind of like instruct him to do with this whistle is like to push the minotaur off the bridge. Like I want him to kind of like grab the minotaur, not pick him up, but just like pull him off the bridge.
Sure. What are the actions here that we can? So, there's a general like hack and slash, which is for attacking. I love this. I'm trying to think.
With the way animal companions work, hang on. Oh, I just had that open. Closed it.
I got 3 tabs, baby.
I think what I can do is just roll as if he were me.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So I guess I'm just going to roll hack and slash then.
I will say, actually, let's do a defy danger.
Okay, sure. So this is 2d6, yeah?
Yeah, 2d6, and you can add pretty much whatever you want, a strength or dex or whatever. It just has to make sense in the context.
Right.
Which I think strength probably in this situation.
Yeah, I think strength makes sense. I don't have a bonus to strength, but... a 3 and a 1, so a 4 total.
A 4 total. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Not good.
Great. Okay, so you whistle for this thing to swoop in your condor, and it does it, and immediately the minotaur is like confused and also like a little taken aback at how ferocious this creature swooping down at it looks. Mm-hmm. And the Minotaur raises up an axe, and it stomps both feet down, bracing itself for the impact, and swings its axe up. Your condor at the last moment moves out of the way as to not be struck by the axe, just as lightning strikes, causing it to be disoriented, and you see your condor lose a bit of its flight in this rain and fall past the stone bridge out of your sight.
Well, that's all I have, so I hope you two can take care of this threat.
Bowser has a plan.
The Minotaur charges forward. It's about 20 feet away from you now.
I step in front of Danail again, walk a few feet forward, and Dowser like puts his hands on his hips and holds up a finger and says, "Mr. Minotaur, I think you really are wasting your time here. You could be much more useful getting that treasure down at the bottom of the bridge." I'm doing a move, William, that I took with the improvement because we're level 2 called Firebrand. I'm rolling for it. So Firebrand, when you introduce a new idea to an NPC, roll plus charisma. On a 10 plus, they believe the idea to be their own and take to it with fervor. On a 7 to 9, their passion fades after a day or two. On a miss, they respond negatively, speaking out against the idea. And I just rolled an 8 for that. So their passion fades after a day or two. But I have given Minotaur the idea that there is treasure at the bottom of this bridge, and that is a much better use of its time.
Yeah, so actually the Minotaur has a couple of qualities in Dungeon World. One of them is confuse them. That is like a weakness of theirs.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know that.
So it's like it's charging in. It is now like within reach of you.
And I'm just standing there.
It raises up its axe, and you say everything you just said.
Wouldn't your time be much better used getting the treasure at the bottom of the bridge?
And with the axe raised, ready to slam down onto you, the Minotaur actually leans over and looks over the edge of the bridge.
While
as
it's
if like
looking?
Yes.
Yes.
The moment it's looking away, I'm drawing my rapier and I'm trying to just get under its ribs with a thrust. And this is going to be a backstab thief move. Since I'm attacking a defenseless target or surprised. So taking advantage of the opportunity that has been made. Oh, that's going to be 6.
6. Ooh, okay. What's the fail on that? Like,
hang on. Let
I get to make a hard move regardless, but
yeah, I don't think it specifies a failure. Which I think we could just equate it to being a hack and slash that failed.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you go into to do this.
I imagine as I'm drawing and going in for this thrust, I get a little overeager because Danail's heart. Danail is the oldest of this kind of foster family and feels a lot of the weight of responsibility right now. So Danail's heart is pounding, and I think that's enough to like not be one steps. And he just kind of like hits it, and it kind of just skips off the side, and then whatever happens next.
Yeah, so you go in for this like this pierce, and actually
Danail's doing this with his left hand, by the way.
Yeah.
Ambidextrous.
Gotcha. Great. Yeah, so you go in for this piercing motion, and your pressing foot, the one where you establish contact with the ground to force your rapier forward, you go for that move, and your foot does not plant. It actually keeps going, and you slide off of the bridge. I would like you to defy danger, please.
Cool. I'm going to roll Dex and try to hook my arm on the guard of the bridge.
Wonderful.
We are very good.
Going to be a 6.
That's a 6.
I want to aid.
Great. Oh, yeah, let's do an aid.
So this is going to be... I'm rolling plus bond, and you said our bond is going to start at 1 for now, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Do I die at the start?
No.
So that's Snake Eyes.
Whoa! I love this.
God.
Okay. All right.
So I'm retiring these dice.
So you go to grab your sibling, your foster sibling here. You go to grab what's Danail's pronouns again?
Danail uses he him.
You go to grab him, and you do. You snag his foot just as he's falling over the side, but Danail has so much forward momentum with that strike he was preparing that he yanks you right off with him, and the two of you go toppling over the edge of the bridge. What would you like to do?
This is what I get.
Dowser looks up at the Minotaur and says, okay, here's So here's the Minotaur is still like gonna be kind of thinking about that treasure for a day or two. So I look at it and I say, "Oh no, they were the ones who knew where it was. Guess we'll never get it now, because they're gonna die because no one can save them before they hit the bottom. I am simply too small. No treasure for us. Boo-hoo. Dowser.
Are you gonna use your move, or do you want to parlay?
I want to parlay. Yeah, I don't want to do the same move twice in a row. Nice! 11 plus 2, 13. Dowser!
The Minotaur,
only one.
The Minotaur leaps off of the bridge, swinging its axe back up with the curved, pointy end of the axe, digs into the bridge's concrete, holding the Minotaur in place. It reaches its other arm down and snags you, lad, just as you're getting out of its reach. It grabs your arm. You are holding on to Danail, and the three of you are hanging off of this bridge, being held up only by an axe in this slippery storm.
I would like to. I want to command my condor. See if I can command my condor to come and grab us and lift us back onto the bridge. I will say. If you could
give me a discern realities really quick.
Yeah. Which one is? What is that? Wisdom. So cool. I'm good at that. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I retired those other dice, so we'll see what happens now. I wish I had a dice tray. That is... Come on, y'all. That's an 8. That'll work.
A 7 to 9 is... on a 7 to 9, you take... 7 9 ask 1. So you can ask what happened here recently, what is about to happen, what should I be on the lookout for, what here is useful or valuable to me, who's really in control here, what here is not what it appears to be.
Okay.
One of those.
Let's see. What is about to happen, maybe?
What is about to happen? Oh, okay. So what is about to happen is the amount of weight that's on the, what is it, the hilt of an axe or whatever?
Yeah.
Of carrying the Minotaur, you and your sibling, your brother. You see the handle starting to literally like pry out of the metal end of the axe.
Okay.
Oh.
While our momentum has been cut off, Danail is going to find a handhold as we're roughly pressed against the side of this cliff face. So I'm just going to reach out and try to grab a handhold so I can at least take control of my weight.
Yeah.
Did Sam end up rolling for the condor?
No, we can do that right now. So
what would that be?
Just do you have a command for like?
So here's sort of my
defy danger.
I pulled up
defy danger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Defy danger, and it would either be probably wisdom or intelligence.
Okay.
Same with you, Spencer. I need to defy danger from you.
Cool. Also wisdom or intelligence?
No, if you're grabbing onto to get a hold of something, it would be like strength or dexterity, probably.
7 plus
Maybe
2, 9.
8 plus 2, 10. Using dexterity to make sure I'm picking out stable handholds instead of just tightly.
Yeah, dexterity. So you can you swing yourself into some handholds that not necessarily you have to you're gripping, it's not a strength motion, but the swinging is almost acrobatic for your dexterity. That was a 9 for you,
yes.
Sam?
Yeah.
Okay. So unfortunately on a 7 to 9, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice.
I'm familiar with this.
You see your condor.
Yeah.
swooping up from almost completely down into the crashing waves below. It seems as though it had fallen the entire way, but caught itself right at the last moment, and it is swooping back up towards you. I'm going to give you. You can have your condor act.
All right.
But if you do, okay. Yeah, you can have your condor act, but if you do, it will be completely focused on the one thing that you want it to do, and like neither you or the condor will be able to do anything else right now.
Okay. Well, I think if I don't have it safe, like grab me and pull me back up on this ledge, I think we're both kind of done for. So yeah, I'm that's okay with me. So this is it's gonna focus its attention on getting me back on the bridge, if that makes sense. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So the condor swoops in.
Cool. So this would be real quick. I pulled up those animal companion rules.
Yes.
So when I where's defy danger here? Never mind. It doesn't look like you can add that to defy. So essentially, the way it works, the animal companions have stats. They're not the same stats as the ones we have. They're ferocity, cunning, instinct, and armor. Armor is the only one we share. So when I work with my animal companion on something it's trained in, which currently the only thing that's trained in is fight monsters, then if I attack the same target, I add its ferocity to my damage. If I track with it, I add its cunning to my roll. If I take damage, I add its armor to my armor. If I discern realities, I add its cunning to my roll. If I parlay, I add its cunning to my roll. And if someone interferes with me, I add its instinct to my roll. So the defy danger, I think I would have to do on my own.
Yeah, basically, I think you would roll it for the condor, like what we did before.
Cool. Okay, cool. So I am going to roll defy danger for it to like either grab me and pull me back up there or catch me as I fall. That's what I'm thinking right now.
Okay, cool.
Actually, yeah, that's fine. Let me do that. That is nice. That is a 10 plus what is defy danger?
I'm not sure it matters, right? Because
defy danger would be whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I think this would just be Constitution to hold on long enough, or to like know when to let go correctly.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like that would be like wisdom probably, but you're good at that, aren't you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. So that's a 12 then.
Great. Cool. Yeah. I mean, paint me a picture with your words, baby.
Yeah, so I am much smaller than this condor. I think, by the way, I underestimated the size of it a little bit earlier.
Sure.
I want to say, just because this is not an earthly creature, I want to say it's a little bit bigger than it actually is in real life. The animal that
we went 90.
Yeah, no. The animal I'm basing it off is the Andean condor, which is the largest bird by wingspan. But I think it's going to be even a little bit bigger than that, and it is going to have the head of a Battlelore eagle, which are these kind of red eagles. So I think the wingspan is a little bit more like 12 feet. So it is going to grab me as I like jump up, like use this Minotaur's back to like push myself up towards it. And it grabs me with its talons and pulls me back up onto the bridge, onto the bridge in the rain. And I think I just like collapse onto the bridge, and it kind of just perches on the side.
Dowser?
Yeah. So give me the situation with the Minotaur and the axe and Danielle right now.
Yeah, so Danielle actually is swung onto the side of the bridge, like into some stone holds, but is still like, well, actually, Yeah, they just got separated because the one that was between them just got snatched up by a condor and taken away. So there's no longer a strict connection between the two. The axe is still like pulling out from the handle. So right now the Minotaur is at risk of falling. The only thing I would say is Danail is like right below the Minotaur
Right.
at the moment. So,
Sure.
but
Not
that's the
ideal.
situation.
Yeah. Dowser like walks over to the edge of the bridge, kind of waddles over, and then hops up onto the top of it and looks down and sees all that, and yells, "Danail, are you gonna be okay?"
Let's find out. And I imagine this would be a danger dexterity to start kind of crawling the way to a point where I actually scale up the bridge itself.
Okay, I'm going to need you to repeat all of that.
So if I'm roughly on the cliff face underneath the Minotaur, I'm going to try so I am no longer.
And no, you're cutting out a ton.
Wait,
No.
yeah, you're cutting out a whole lot.
Oh dear, that's good. In a not. So if underneath.
Ooh, very bad. Very
real
bad. Very bad.
Real
Oh
bad.
no!
I
Well,
think
okay.
what Spencer is trying to say is crawl out from beneath the Minotaur using dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, so defy danger. Yeah, defy danger, dexterity. Let's get that roll. 10?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Cool.
You actually move right out of the way just as the handle loosens and the Minotaur begins to plummet right past you. And you all watch as this Minotaur gets smaller and smaller and smaller and crashes into the waves below. What do you do?
Yikes. That looked like it hurt. I think he belly flopped.
We wanted it to go away, right?
Well, yeah, but, he kind of belly flopped.
Belly flops hurt?
Well,
I've never done a belly flop.
I would like a half taste.
What was that, Spencer? One more time?
A hand would be played.
Yeah, I reach out a hand and pull him the rest of the way up over the bridge.
So the axe head is still up here, right?
The axe head is still up there.
Dowser is going to take his hands and put them on the axe head and just start moving them over the surface of it. And then there's like this soft hum that starts. And I'm using a move called Handcrafted, where you may use your hands in place of tools and fire to craft metal objects. Mundane weapons, armor, and metal jewelry can all be formed from the raw components. You may unmake these things as well, but to do so without time and safety might require that you defy danger first. I just want to spend 30 seconds, a minute or so, and then come away with what was it, like a silver axe head?
Yeah. I mean, not silver. It would be more like steel.
Like a steel, yeah. But I mean like silver in color.
Yes.
Yeah. With a silver crown that is too big for Dowser, but can kind of sit so that one side of it is on the top, and it's just like a ring. So he has to stand very upright and walk carefully, but he can keep it on himself.
Here I thought you were making armor.
Yeah, I thought. Me too. I think Lad is just kind of laughing at that a little bit, and just kind of pushes the crown back up in place when it starts to slide off.
Thank you.
No, Dowser, if you could have made of the beginning, why choose this to make that?
Oh, sorry, Spencer. I lost all that.
Yeah, we're not getting any of that. Gone.
Great.
We got that loud and clear.
we got that.
Try just talking with a lot of space between your words, maybe?
Dowser.
Yeah?
Would you choose to make the crown?
No.
I made the crown large because it is a crown befitting my valor. Dowser is a hero. Dowser deserves a big crown. Does the big crown not suit thou, sir?
I think it does. I've
Dowser can make a
I've never really
difference.
seen anybody wear a crown before, but as far as I know, is this how they're supposed to fit, Dowser?
I don't know. Dowser's never seen a crown either.
How
Dowser's
did
gonna
you know
try
how to
again.
make it?
Dowser's just seen the picture. Dowser's
Huh?
read the book. Dowser has heard the story. Dowser's gonna try again. And Dowser takes the crown off of his head and looks at it for a while, and then starts kind of pulling up the like peaks. It's one of those like Jughead crowns.
Crash! The lightning strikes.
And
A black swirling mist begins to form at the top of the tower.
Dowser puts his helmet on his head.
Oh shit! That looks bad. Maybe we should go after Din Din.
Din Din,
All right.
and what's
Brenner.
Din Din and Renner.
Brenner.
We go.
With a
Brenner,
B.
Brenner, we gotta go. Dowser starts waddle running, and the helmet is still a little bit big for him, but not nearly as much. So it's like kind of moving apart from his head, wobbling like a bobblehead.
I just pick him up, and I'm just like, if Dowser's all right with that, and I'm just holding him in my hand, like as we're like running towards this thing. My condor, by the way, Srogi, he typically, the reason I have those like leather shoulder pads is that he typically just sits astride one shoulder or another. Mm-hmm. So I think he flies over and does that, and it just completely throws off my balance. Mm-hmm. Like I'm just like trying to like maintain my balance as I'm like running down this bridge with this gigantic bird on one shoulder.
Yeah, you all get to the front door of this this tower pretty reasonably, and just so what you're looking at, like you get to the base of it, and it literally does tower over you. It is huge. It is jagged. There are pieces of it that are missing. It doesn't seem to be structurally sound. And again, at the very top of this tower, you see this black swirling mist begin to form over the top, almost like the tower has its own personal doom-filled cyclone.
Shit.
Does
anyone else think that looks?
Yeah, sorry. You are face to face with a giant wooden door that has no handle.
What do you say?
Does it have a lock? Does it have a lock?
All right. Give me one moment on this. And I'm going to take a moment to examine this, make sure, since I'm using the thief move trap expert, to take a moment to survey to ensure that, like, if we push on it, we're not going to accidentally trigger a pressure plate and, like, it crushes us or shoots at us.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good call.
So essentially, I'm rolling plus dex to investigate this door.
Awesome.
That's going to be a 5 plus 2, 7, which is a hold 1, which is there a trap, and what activates it?
There is a trap, and pushing on the door activates it.
God damn it.
All right.
William.
Yes. I can't believe you looked for a trap, actually. I have done so much like tabletop, like D&D and stuff, and nobody ever looked for traps.
That's because like the way this game works, exactly, the thief has a move that they can take
That's so funny. That is so
It's like
funny.
starter kit. That's like 25% of what I can do.
William, does the door have either a lock or space underneath? Like, is there like a seam?
There is like this slightest of a seam, like just because the ground isn't completely. It's like it's brick laid. It's like stone laid, so it's like there's a tiny little bit of a gap.
Okay, and there's no lock.
There is no lock.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to use Shapeshifter. So when you call upon the spirits to change your shape, roll plus wisdom. On a 10 plus, hold 3. On a 7 to 9, hold 2. On a miss, hold 1 in addition to whatever the GM says. You may take on the physical form of a species whose essence you have studied for, or who lives in your land. For the record, my two lands are the Great Forests and the Towering Mountains. You have innate abilities and weaknesses of that form, so claws, wings, gills, breathing underwater, etc., etc. And I can use those hold to make a move based on something that this creature can do. So what I want to turn into is an ant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to crawl under the door.
Cool. Let's do the roll.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to roll plus wisdom.
Metal dice, huh?
I literally rolled both dice off of the table. So
See, I loved how for
second.
like a second there, that was like the beginning riff of like the Tarzan, the Jungle Camp song with all the pots.
Okay. That is
Oh, yeah,
7
that-
plus 2.
yeah.
So
7 plus
total
2, you say?
total 9. So that is
Okay.
hold 2, I believe. So I can do 2 things in that ant form that are particular to an ant.
Ooh, dig a tunnel and eat some sugar.
So the first, this is not spending one of my hold, but I'm going to crawl under the door through that little lip and just kind of survey the inside. What does the inside of this tower look like just on the other side of the door?
Yeah, it's a wide open, so it's a circular, like wide, very, very large circular room that has wooden ladders and stairs with like different levels going around the inside brim of this tower, but it is barren. It is empty. There doesn't seem to be anybody here. And you see like a couple small like training areas that have like dummy things that are posted up for people to like, you know, practice sparring or practice swords, like swordsmanship and like stabbing and like that kind of thing. And then you see this spiral wooden stairs that just go like posts that are coming out of the walls that spiral all the way up the tower.
So it's like a jump puzzle.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Well, does it look like there's a handle on the inside of the door?
On the inside of the door, there's a wooden block that, so like if this is like a push door.
Yeah, right.
And the wooden block is like set into place so that
yeah.
cannot move. But also, since you already know there's like a trap and you're going to be looking for it, I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
The posts, like the two basically like hanger like hook things that are holding that wood block in place so that the door doesn't open. You can see that there's a little bit of give to them so that when the pressure of the door opening pushes on those, it activates the trap, which you still cannot discern exactly what that trap is at this point.
So it seems like, does it seem like this trap is mechanical in nature, given that it's going to push against those metal things?
Yes.
Okay. So here is what I'm thinking. I would like to crawl up the side of the door, all the way up to that place where those two hangers are, and I want to crawl inside of the trap mechanism and disable it from the inside.
Okay.
Is that a reasonable request?
I think that would spend both of your hold.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's cool with me.
Crawl
Cool.
inside.
That's great.
Disable mechanism.
When when I spend hold, as long as this is something I am doing as my creature and not one of the basic moves, I don't need to roll for it. I just accomplish it.
I figured as much.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So yeah, I disable the trap, and then I crawl back outside of the lock and revert to my natural form.
Are you sure? Do you want to revert to your natural form inside and remove the wooden block so that you can actually open the door?
No, that's what I mean. I crawl back through
out of
where
the
I
lock.
came from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, out of the mechanism.
Oh, I thought you went out back to them. I was like,
No.
what?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Great.
I go back
why?
and revert to my natural form and then lift the wooden block out of the way.
Awesome.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I love it when you do that.
Yeah, from the outside, you see the door begin to open.
Is it safe?
As far as I know.
Well, then what's the point? And Dowser waddles in.
Desert, you understand danger is typically bad, right?
Danger is how you become a hero.
You hunger for glory.
I have glory.
Srogi flies in behind the two of them. So it looks like there's some kind of like jump puzzle. If you want, Dowser, I could have Srogi just carry you up into wherever it is you need to go up there. Like maybe there's a button you can hit that activates like a rope for us, or maybe you can just go up there with some rope and toss some down.
I like the idea, but do you think Srogi's gonna let me ride it after last time?
Oh, Srogi still desperately wants to eat you. Sorry, it's not that, like it's just that you look so much like food.
I understand.
And real quick, I want to fill out one of my bond. So one of my bonds is blank smells more like prey than a hunter.
Yeah. So Dowser, yeah.
I'm gonna put Dowser because I don't think that's necessarily for Lad, but definitely for Srogi.
Can I get one of you like to do a group discern realities for me?
Are either of you intelligent?
I am one intelligent.
Same.
Cool. One of you should do it.
Why don't you do it, Spencer?
Discern realities is wisdom.
Oh, wisdom.
Oh,
I
am
am wisdom.
I'm +2 wisdom.
Cool. You should do that then.
I'm +3 wisdom.
That's good to know. Okay, awesome. I will be discerning realities more often then.
Yeah.
That is a 5 + 2 is 7.
7. Okay, on a 7 to 9, you can ask 1. What happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? And what here is not what it appears to be?
Definitely, what should I be on the lookout for?
So it is definitely strange that they would have a Minotaur right outside and then a trapdoor and then nobody to greet you. They seem very prepared for people, like if they get to this point for something.
Right.
What you should be on the lookout for is some sort of an enemy or something, an ambush perhaps.
Okay.
And then suddenly, thunk, a dart hits the wooden door right beside your head.
Uh-oh.
Dowser steps out in front of both Danail and Laddie, and says, "You're in the shadows. You think you're sneaky, but Dowser sees you."
Wait, you step out in front of... Wait. You step out in front of us, but you're only like 2 feet tall, right?
Yeah, 3 feet.
Okay, I just wanted to...
So anyone who is an enemy that might ambush you can still clearly see all of you.
Step out. You think you're sneaky, but Dowser will take you down, and Dowser is not alone. Lower your weapons. We can talk about this.
All of you defy danger.
Cool.
You have to defy danger. Likely dexterity, because you're suddenly just darts just fly towards you.
Yeah,
could
so
I make an argument? Fuck.
You got a 12?
Yeah. Can I with that?
Could I make an argument? Sorry, go ahead, Spencer.
I was gonna say, at a 12 plus, am I able to assist somebody on a 12 plus?
On a 10 plus, you do what you set out to do. Threat doesn't come to bear. Let's see how everyone else does. I might be able to get a little bit of an exchange here.
I kind of want to, because I'm assuming that the darts are still coming. I don't think this is actually going to talk them down. I am fairly wise. Can I roll Constitution to take the darts and do that handcrafted maneuver? Because that you do defy danger to do that without time. So the idea being like when they hit me, I want to just like start reforming them into something softer.
Oh.
And defy danger with con.
Wait, are you so like as they're coming in, you just like you're basically like you're breathing fire on them to like
not even breathing fire. It's just
can you
like,
read me the actual...
So you may use your hands in place of tools and fire to craft metal objects. Mundane weapons, armor, and metal jewelry can all be formed from the raw components. So I guess if these are metal, I'm banking on them being metal, or having like metal, like that would be the part that would hurt.
Okay.
Just to like kind of like flatten it basically as they come and just like.
Can you read the rest of that? How does that...
You may unmake these things as well. So I guess I'm unmaking it. But to do so without time and safety might require that you defy danger first, which is what's happening.
Okay, cool.
I want to do that just with con and just like.
So you have to defy
That's
danger,
cool.
and then you can just do that automatically, or do you have to roll
Yeah.
for it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, then defy danger con makes
To
sense
unmake
to me.
the darts.
You to unmake the darts.
Yeah. Nice.
That was an excellent roll.
11 plus 1 is 12.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right, lad.
Oh boy, no pressure. I actually don't know. I don't know, William. You tell me. Do I need to defy danger in this moment? Is it possible that I could try to turn into another animal to sort of like throw them off, so that it would be harder
You
for
would
them
have to defy
hit me?
danger in order to try to turn into the animal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I mean,
So
if
let me roll that first.
But that you roll that with whatever stat you're using to like
Sure.
to defy the danger. So if what
So-
you're doing to defy it is to shapeshift, you would roll
Yeah.
with whatever you use to shapeshift.
Okay. So that
know?
would be my wisdom modifier.
Does that make sense, William? Like,
Yeah.
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 Okay. Cool.
Can you shapeshift basically as often
God.
as you want?
Yeah, I can
That's
do it
awesome.
at will. As
Yeah.
long as it just depends. It depends on how
if you
people
roll well. Yeah.
So that is a 5 plus 2. It's a 7. So
7.
on defy danger.
Okay, so on defy danger, I give you you stumble, you hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice.
Okay.
The worst outcome that I'm going to give you is you see your others. Well, actually, either you get hit or your condor gets hit.
Oh, well.
Is the condor meant to be a soap?
I am gonna get hit,
You are going to get hit.
and I'm gonna do this. So when I command my my animal companion, and I take damage, I add its armor to my armor. So is that something that I can do? Like, if I take the hit, can I go ahead and add that armor to my own thing, or would that be because it's not a roll, it's just like a command.
Narratively, you have to tell me how your condor is helping you.
Sure. Okay. So here's what I would argue. Srogi is right here and would see that I am in danger and would see that there are bolts being shot at me.
Sure.
So what he is going to try to do is as they are being shot at me, I think he's going to try to use his wings to just like interrupt the path of them.
Oh,
Like just like
oh,
flap down at them.
Sam, you've earned it. You've earned it. Very cool.
And he has an exceptionally large wingspan, so I think that should be enough air pressure to kind of interrupt the path of the arrows. So he is going to add his armor to my armor, so that gives me 2 armor total.
2 armor total.
Yeah.
Okay, and oh, I did that wrong. 2 armor total. What? And you're getting So these darts, they come in, they hit you. They're 7. So, and you take 7 damage.
Okay, so is that 7 and then -2 thanks to the armor?
-2 thanks to your armor. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I will take 5. Cool.
Yeah.
So they definitely
that-
do
yeah.
still hit me, and it does still hurt a lot.
So you're there, and it's like a thunk, 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 like 5 darts, like all like hit like other separate parts of your body. But because of your condor, like flapping its wings and disrupting the flow of these darts, they don't like completely pierce in. They're still stuck in you, but they are. What your condor has just done is prevented them from going in far enough to inject you with poison.
Yeah, I figured they'd be poison.
Word.
Okay. Cool. Real quick, so can I now use this moment to shapeshift?
Yes.
Okay. So do I keep that roll, or do you want me to make another wisdom roll to shapeshift? Like, was that justify danger?
Yeah, that was justified danger. But I mean, like, we were defying danger with your.
I'll just make another roll.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. That is a 6 + 2 and 8.
8.
So
Okay.
I hold 2.
Hold 2.
I am going to turn into a sparrow.
Okay.
And I am going to start flying up this tower with a stroke, or I'm gonna like fly out of this area.
Okay. Cool.
Sparrows are extremely quick, as far as I know. Are sparrows fast? Sparrows are fast, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah. So you whip out of there.
Actually, fuck no. I'm not turning. Sorry, real quick.
Okay.
Retcon. I'm not turning into a sparrow. I'm turning into a hummingbird.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just take off into the tower, like away. Just try to like kind of disguise myself against in the air because I'm so small.
Are you going outside of the tower? Or are you going up the tower from the inside?
The tower.
Up the tower. Great. So you start. Yeah, you whip start flying up the tower. And
I want to.
Yeah, I was going to say the two of you, Dowser and Danail. My brain was like, how do you pronounce it?
Dowser's like looks like Neo right now with the bullets, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the two of you see this, see your sibling get struck by these darts, and then turn into a hummingbird and fly away.
Wow, those are some pretty cool darts.
And as you see that, you hear shuffling in all of the shadows throughout the room, like.
I call out again. Didn't you hear me? We can talk about this. And now I would like to do my move.
Okay.
My firebrand. So when you introduce a new idea to an NPC, you roll plus charisma. Boise, and that is a 6. So it's a failure, which is appropriate given the circumstances.
Yeah. You suddenly just like hear from a bunch of different points in the room. What would you like to do, Danail?
I'm standing up after having tucked and rolled out of the way, and in the same fluid motion, I'm whipping out my badge and yelling out, "City Watch, you're in a lot of trouble. Hands up, let's talk this out."
Are you going to try to parlay right now?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit, that's a 5+1.
Oh, my God.
Great.
Apparently we can't talk about
you,
this.
Spencer, you are the charisma here.
I have +2 charisma. Go to hell.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Bowser is more charismatic than I am.
You both make pleas for a non-violent way to end this affair, and also Danail, you hear, and the two of you.
Yeah.
And I need you both to defy danger again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dex this time. It's not a great stat for me, but I feel like just running away is the most in character thing I can do at this point. No! That's a 3 total. Because I add nothing.
I got a 10.
Okay. This is a good time to ask, William. Does my helmet give me 1 armor?
No.
That's a good question.
No, I would if you wanted that, I would have had you have to like roll for it earlier.
Cool. Sure.
Do you want to roll for it now?
Sure. Well, no, I don't think so because I made it in kind of a haste.
Yeah.
So next
well, what I was gonna say is if you roll bad, it's going to hinder you.
Yeah. No. I'll just have it be decorative for now.
Cool. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So you rolled a 10 there, Danail?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So tell me how you get out of the way as you watch your sibling Dowser just get pelted for 7 damage.
Damn it! Can it be 8? No, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Right? I want it. Wait, 7?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna roll a d4.
Okay.
That's
What?
a 4. Okay, so I have a move called Fighting with Fire. When you take damage, and that damage is odd after armor, the flames within you come to your aid. Roll 1d4 and either add that many uses to your burning brand if active. It's not. Take that result forward to summon your burning brand, or what I'm going to do, reduce damage by that amount, your choice. So I'm only going to take 3.
That rules.
If it's odd?
Oh, yeah.
If it's odd, yeah.
Yeah, best be careful, William.
Whoa. Okay. Well.
So, yeah.
So I will say though, you start to feel not well.
Sure.
And you need to take the sick debility.
Okay.
So something just isn't right inside. Maybe you've got a disease or a wasting illness. Maybe you just drank too much ale last night and it's coming back to haunt you. With this ability, every time you need to roll with con now, you will take a -1, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, that is what that does. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And you are poisoned. But tell me what you do, Danail.
Okay, cool. I'm very quick at letting my knees buckle to drop height and then kick off into a tuck and roll. And I'm trying to grab my sibling / pet down here.
Nibbling.
And as I do that, I grab Dowser, and as I'm doing this, I want to whisper in Dowser's ear, "Stay heating, flush them out." And as I slap Dowser's back, I discharge the spell Invisibility. But that's gonna be 5 + 1.
6. Okay, so tell me what cast a spell does on 6.
So let's see.
Oh god.
And plus spell is cast successfully, and I can cast it again later. 7 through 9 spell is cast, but choose one. It does not say what happens if I fail to cast a spell.
We should point out that you're the thief, right? So can you talk about how you're casting magic? 'Cause I think it's actually really cool,
yeah.
and also leaves open to anything going wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Backstory. Danail recently had a wild magic surge, discovering, oh hey, crap a Rooney. Do I have any sorcerer in my bloodline? So Danail, member of the City Watch, took a spell tome to try and study magic any way he could during the off hours. That spell book included Invisibility, which I have just now, I believe, failed to cast.
Actually, you cast it, baby.
Oh,
no.
sweet!
Yeah.
That's almost worse.
Hooray!
You cast it. You cast it. You can feel yourself cast it, but neither you or Dowser is
God.
invisible.
Oh god.
That's weird.
Do I notice I'm not invisible?
I mean, yes.
Okay. Cool. I don't know if you can still see yourself when you're invisible.
I don't
Shit.
think that worked. I'm gonna Dowser, and I'm actually going to try and yank her back outside the door so we can take cover from fire.
As you start doing that, you start hearing the shuffling coming out of the shadows and footsteps like approaching you very quickly, but you do not see anything.
God damn it.
If I may, you picked me up, right, Spencer?
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
just real quick, so as that invisibility goes off, I believe I need to make an additional roll here.
Yes, you do.
So rolling for Will, and Will, you made this table?
I made the table,
Yeah.
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 Our friend
so I
Sam,
got
who played Monster of the Week with us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
5 on. This is just not a good die set. 5 plus int, which is 1, so that's a 6. So I'm rolling a d4 on this wild magic table, which is going to be a 1. So I have disadvantage on my next roll to get us out of danger.
Alrighty.
Which I think feels like a defy
We're
danger to evade.
It's a defy danger, baby.
You're doing so good.
Unless you
guys.
want to do something
You're doing
really
so
cool.
Yeah, well, so I hear the footsteps getting closer and closer, and I turn to look there as I toss up my hand to summon my fire brand, my burning brand. Nice. Okay, so that is an 11. So burning brand, when you conjure a weapon of pure flame, roll plus con. On a 10 plus, choose 2 of the following tags. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. And I use intelligence instead of strength or dex to make attacks with it. The weapon always begins with the fiery, touch, dangerous, and 3 uses tags. And each attack with the weapon consumes 1 use. I get to choose 2 from the following list, which are hand, thrown, near, plus 1 damage, and remove the dangerous tag. I'm going to remove the dangerous tag and make it thrown near.
Probably
as
a
I
good
summon out of pure fire a hand axe in my hand that I am going to throw in the direction I hear the footsteps coming from. Do I see a person? Should I discern realities?
What did you roll to do that, by the way?
11.
What was the
plus con, so 10.
Okay, still, yeah. But 10 is still a success. So what are you saying?
I want to. So I turn to look, and I get ready to throw my fire axe. Do I see my target?
No.
Okay. I want to discern realities to try to hit it, or am I just like going to roll at disadvantage to attack it?
I'm probably gonna have you roll a disadvantage to attack it.
Okay.
Hack and slash. So roll 3d6 and choose the 2 lowest. Having fun, everyone?
GG, y'all.
No. I mean, that's not bad.
I can't wait for all of us to build new characters for our next session.
On the bright side, they lose invisibility the second they attack us.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, that's how invisibility works.
That's how invisibility works. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, that is a 7 to hit them, and this is for hack and slash, I think, or volley if it's a ranged attack.
If it's ranged, I think thrown is still hack and slash.
Okay. Also, like, I guess this doesn't necessarily specify. Oh yeah, I guess I do. Like, do I have? Would we say I have one hand axe, or is it like I'm throwing effectively fireballs and I can keep doing this with the 3 uses?
If it's 3 uses, then yeah, you can do like.
So I can like throw it, but there's only one at a time. So like
one at a time.
Let's say that one exists until I summon a new one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But 7.
7. With a thrown, it is a volley.
Okay. So that just means on a 7 to 9, they don't get to attack back.
For a volley?
Yeah.
Oh, those are not the right ways. So you're throwing this, it's a volley.
On a 7 to 9, you have to move to get to the shot, placing you in danger at the GM's discretion. You have to take, we can get minus 1d6 damage, or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1.
So I could like throw 2 of them and only have 1 use left after this.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that one. So
cool.
I throw and I can't see them.
So it just goes, it whizzes by and
again,
bursts against the wall.
And I think it's not right left, it's right like a fucking hammer, bro. It's right. And the second one hits them. Pure fire and pure fire, bro. That is 8 damage on my D8.
Wow.
8 damage on your D8.
8 damage, baby.
Okay, all right. So 8 damage on your D8. You see an invisible figure just burst completely into flame.
Dowser!
And char to a crisp, like going from invisible to like suddenly you can see like the flesh of a deep elf in front of you that then burns to a crisp as it collapses to the ground. And I think that's a good place for us to take our break if we still do that. Jake, do we still do that?
Up to you.
I think.
Up to me.
Let's do a break.
Let's do a break.
Yeah. Okay.
Dowser.
We'll be back in 10 minutes. A hummingbird, and you are up at the top of this tower. You're climbing, like flying higher and higher and higher. What are you doing?
So I want to discern realities. What I'm trying to do, I'm looking for something large that I can convince Strogi to drop down on the foes beneath us. Ideally, like the larger, like it's something that Strogi, number one, could move, and then ideally, like the higher up, the better, so that it has more momentum in falling. So
just keep in mind maximum velocity.
Sure, of course. So that is going to be 7 plus 2. That's a 9. And that the question is, what here is useful or valuable to me?
Yeah. So you know how I said that the tower kind of seemed like it was disheveled, kind of falling apart. Yeah, so you find a section of the tower like where the stones that are supposed to be embedded in the walls, keeping it all together, are very loose, and some of them have already fallen out to the other side, creating a hole in this tower where you can see the outside. Some rain is speckling in, and you can see the lightning striking from outside, as well as hearing the thunder crash.
Can I have one additional, not a question from this list, but like, does it seem like if I pull this piece of stone out of the tower, that the tower will collapse?
It does not seem like the whole thing is going to go down based on this. No.
Cool. Okay, then what I want to do is, as the hummingbird, I want to give one of those like hummingbird like. They make like a really high pitched noise. I want to do that, and I think that is also a signal that Srogi recognizes. And I am going to fight monsters. Yeah. So I should, I think, be able to just roll as Srogi now. Is that correct? Hack and slash?
Yeah.
Or would it be...
So this is not a melee combat. So hack and slash doesn't necessarily...
it's like defy danger, if anything, right? Because that's like kind of the...
I would say this is defy danger, like strength, probably.
Okay. Can I... Okay, actually, yeah. Let me do that. Defy danger with strength.
To pull these stones out of this tower wall and have them fall and crush
That is a 7 + 1.
So 8. So on an 8, I will give you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. Wait,
so this is defy danger?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yes.
So you pull the stones out, and they fall. And it's really hard to aim.
Yeah. Okay.
So from where you are, you see these stones and when you pull one stone out, when Strogi's pulled one stone out, multiple have fallen.
Okay.
And it kind of does collapse like a little section of this wall that has like stones are now toppling down to the bottom of this tower.
Okay.
Down below, Danail and Dowser, you have just seen one of these creatures go from invisible to completely just up in flames, crispy. As you hear that, you also hear those other footsteps continuing to approach, and you hear the sound of a swiping. I need you both to defy danger.
Can I do this with wisdom too? This is an invisible creature as well, right?
Yes.
To identify kind of where it's coming from and not be there.
Yeah.
Discern realities to anticipate where it's coming from.
Yeah. I mean, it's defy danger still.
It's defy danger, but using wisdom.
The same idea.
Yeah.
Cool. That's 11.
I got a 10.
Okay. Yeah. So you actually both have feel this the air from the swipe of this blade press across your skin, and as that happens, suddenly you see 4 assailants, all blades swiped right past you, and then they stand back, all of them these pitch black deep elves, and they ready for a second attack. But you hear something from above, a crumbling sound, and even these deep elves stop and look up, and I need you both to defy danger one more time as these stones plummet down to the ground.
This has got to be Dex, right?
This pretty much has to be Dex.
If either of you fail, I would like to aid.
Cool.
I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna roll strength, which is -1. But I want to try and grab one of them and throw them to where it is going.
Okay, so you wanna kill one.
Yeah.
If you if you grab one and it falls on top of you and the stone hits both of you, you can maybe soften the impact on yourself with one of their bodies. Is that, or do you just
this is a roll to not get hurt?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure you don't get hurt. If you want to instead just take the hit and push one of them into the stones, I'll let you do it.
I'm too squishy for that. I'm just dodging.
Okay.
Cool.
With a 9.
And 8 for me, so both mixed.
Ooh, okay.
So
you can make Spencer's a 10, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
potentially.
gonna try to aid Spencer in that I am going to. I guess I'm gonna try like whistling again as the hummingbird, or and William, you tell me. Hummingbirds are like insanely fast. Is it possible that I could spend one of my hold to get to Spencer and alert him before these rocks would hit him?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to spend one of my hold to do that.
Well, I feel
to
like
get
I feel
there.
like whistling as the hummingbird was already a hold to get your condor
Okay.
to do its previous thing. So
Sure.
if you do this, you come back as yourself on the ground.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, yes,
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
Cool.
And then I'm going to roll to aid.
Great.
So I'm there. That was my second hold, was to get there in time.
Yes.
And then now I'm going to roll to aid. Please be good. I don't want to get crushed. 6 + 1 + hold. So 8. Which is on a 7 to 9. You also expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. I have a feeling I know what this is going to look like.
Okay. You're exposed to the danger. I'll give you a defy danger roll now. Now you have placed yourself in danger. Let's do a defy danger. You've aided Spencer. So Spencer, you get the +1, so you end up with a 10.
So you're fine.
Because Lad comes down and goes like, "Yo, Stones, like, go 2 feet to your left," or like something. Right?
I think I just literally push him out of the way.
Great. But now you've pushed yourself into danger. Let's get that roll.
Define danger, you said?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Could I make an argument for knowing that where these stones are going to fall and
Yes.
using mental fortitude to like avoid the worst of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine with me.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll plus wisdom then. That is an 8 + 2. That is a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
So you push Danail out of the way. You yourself sidestep as stones start crushing the deep elves around you and just pounding into the ground. And one of them lands right on Dowser.
You gonna roll some
Fuck.
damage for
Wait,
me?
Dowser, what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Yeah, my worst
So-
outcome is that you get crushed by a stone.
Wait, so what would have happened if I failed?
If you failed, I would have probably like doubled the damage.
Sure.
So
Okay.
so in the book, improvised like a rock falling from
top of a
somewhere.
tower.
It's not like a hack and slash. It's not like so to determine damage, you scale it based on what you think is a GM. So you can use D4, a D6, a D8, a D10, a D12. D12 being like if one single impact would kill a common person, that would be a D12 because it still gives you the chance to survive because
Sure.
you're heroes, but otherwise no. But you didn't fail.
Right.
So you're going to be taking a D8.
Cool. Okay.
Oh boy. All right, Dowser, fingers crossed.
Hey,
Which I could roll a 1
you could. One would be great for me.
because you can just get rid of it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What'd you roll?
Is it an 8?
Oh,
It's
it's
odd.
an 8.
It's an 8.
Oh boy.
It's an 8. I rolled an 8 on a D8.
That's okay.
Hey
Blood.
Dowser, how you doing, bud?
Is Dowser dead?
What are you?
I'll
What
let
should-
you see it, William. But I told them everything that Dowser can. You can't see Dowser, so what do you want me to tell you? Dowser's dead. As far as you can tell.
Hmm.
Oh my god, they doused Dowser.
They doused him.
Well, also for
Anyways,
the
while
chat,
everyone's
really quick.
looking-
We're playing Dungeon World.
Welcome, chat. Thank you for joining
So
us.
this stone it crashes down, and it crushes the 3 other deep elves
Nice.
There
nice.
is
hey,
there
real
is
quick.
one
Nice.
real nice. There is one deep elf now right in front of you, and it looks side to side, seeing all of the. I mean, I'm telling you, their HP, their hit points is 6. So I rolled an 8, and I killed all of them. So the one was able to like sidestep out of the way, and it stands there.
Him.
Go for it.
Just right in the chest.
He dies.
Good, because I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have hit you back, but he's dead. So
No, he's dead. He goes down immediately. What do you all do?
Shot him right in the
Oh
brain.
God. I gotta get this rock off Dancer.
How big is the rock? Like, how is it?
Heavy
Would it
enough
be-
to crush.
Okay,
Heavy enough to crush.
but crush Dowser, who's notably small.
no, heavy enough that it could have killed a common person.
Okay.
No,
right?
D8 did no.
No, well, no,
yeah.
because like it would have been that, but I succeeded. So I
Yes.
took less than that.
Could
Yeah,
have
yeah.
could have
So it
killed,
was big enough that
big enough that it could have killed a common person.
Okay. So Spencer, unless I have a plan. Unless you want to do something.
I'm getting the rock off of Dowser, which
Okay.
unless there's an immediate threat, I think I can just do.
Oh yeah.
What this-
okay.
What's your?
Oh, okay.
What's your strength?
-1. So
Okay,
it's
so
fine.
no, you can't. But
But yeah, I mean, lad can.
if someone has more than common strength, you can just like. There's no immediate danger. You can just put.
Oh, okay. Well, I have.
love that. I love so much that you were like, I can just do this, and I was like, oh yeah, what's your strength? Let's not talk about it.
I was like, I have a plan. Spencer was like, I got this. Yeah, I just roll. I guess I just roll the rock off of this. Goes. Like, by the way, I'm picturing in my head, Lad is like an extremely scrawny person. So I don't know how this fucking happens that I am able to just roll this rock that Spencer's character cannot get. But somehow
strong. You got that
Just
magic
happen to be
muscle,
strong.
baby. Yeah.
I got
All
that
right.
magic mic muscle.
The stone gets pushed off of Dowser. Dowser.
Dowser like is like in a very just like crumpled pose, completely frozen still. And you see, so normally like they are completely red, like this like bright red, almost like blood orange red. But they have like 2 just like deep black eyes. But right now they're all red because their eyes are closed. And then slowly starts to open them. Just Dowser lives. Dowser lives another day.
Dowser, I've got
Let me
some.
bask in the moment. Nothing can kill Dowser.
Okay, well, I have some herbs and poultices if you think that would help.
Dowser like does the gimme motion with his hands.
Gimme.
Gimme.
Yeah.
Get a drink.
How
Dowser
do
needs
these
very
Swanky.
tiny stubby hand.
how do these work, William? I don't actually. Does this work like a health potion or
What is
I
it?
don't actually know how these. It's poultices and herbs.
Poultices and herbs.
For
When you
for
carefully
healing?
treat someone's wounds with poultices and herbs, heal them of 7 damage and expend a use.
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's great.
damn.
7 is almost
Except
max.
here's the thing though. Its tags are slow. It has 2 uses and its tags are slow.
Well, hey, guess what? The battle is done.
Yes,
We're just
the battle
chilling at
is
the bottom
done.
of this tower.
How slow is slow? And we would have like
Yeah, how
done
slow
this
we
before,
talking?
but
Yes, how slow are we talking here?
That sounds like an out of combat solution. Like very clearly, that's more like, okay, cool. I've had a scratch. Let me like have a bandage to make sure it stays clean and heals naturally over time.
well, sure, but I mean, is it a bandage or is it stitches or is it surgery?
I think
mean,
it's like
a
literally
poultice would be,
magical
like,
herbs.
A paste that gets like applied.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So
I would
I
say
also
let's just say 10 minutes for right now.
Okay, is that acceptable to everyone? Like, can we? Is that fine?
I'd be cool with 10 minutes. Are my hands free for those 10 minutes, William?
Yes.
I think
Dowser thinks a better helmet would have made that go a lot better.
So you're gonna get healed for 10 minutes. and also
And while I'm
try
like
to-
laying down, I just like have the helmet in front of me, and I'm just like kind of reinforcing it, making it actually. I'm making it so it is. I'm making it smaller so it'll fit my head right, and the excess metal is making actual like axe heads on the side that are blunt, but it actually looks like it came from an axe now.
Wow, cool.
Nice. Oh, what am I rolling to do this, William? Because it says that I can make basic armor from its raw components, which is what I'm doing. But I did just roll.
Yeah, I mean, to make armor,
Yeah.
that would take
Years.
That would take years. It would take a lot longer than just like 10 minutes. But if you want to like do the whole like defy danger, like or like do it quickly kind of roll thing.
Sure. Okay, so I'll defy danger with, let's see, what do I use for my I mean, maybe wisdom, because it's okay, it'd be one of these two things. Is it more similar to me like fire bending or summoning fire? By fire brand.
I think it's summoning fire.
Okay, cool. Then I'm rolling plus con, and that's a 9.
With a -1?
Fuck, yeah, so 8, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, so I would say right now you probably can't make armor.
Okay, I can make it look like that, but it still isn't armor. Yeah. Okay, cool. It looks better though.
But in this time you can get healed up.
Cool. For 7, you said?
For 7.
Great. I'm now at 15 of 19.
Excellent. Wow.
Well, hold on. Yeah, Spencer, what are you doing for this 10 minutes?
Well, also, how do you have 19 hit points?
Do
we get like hit points every level?
No, I have 15 plus 4. You should have.
Yeah, so
I
you
have
add
6.
No,
did you add your constitution to that?
Did you add your con, or did you add your constitution modifier?
It should be the total con score plus whatever number it does to add to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. That's a different score.
Spencer's like 12.
I was like, what?
6 health. You're so lucky you didn't die. That like we could have maybe we would have never figured this out. You would just be dead.
Honestly, that's why I thought Dowser was just dead. I was like, would have killed me.
Yeah. So
Srogi, sorry, real quick, William. Srogi is just eating these bodies.
Ooh.
Like just fully eating all of the bodies.
I love it.
Does it start with the cooked one, or does it save the best for last?
I thought the cooked one's just ash, right?
Oh, is it ash?
No,
it's charred.
It's charred. It's like crispy.
Oh, it just starts with that one then.
Wow. At the very end of this 10 minutes, suddenly you hear a shudder from the very top of the tower. It echoes down the entire thing, and this black mist shoots down the walls of the entire tower, coating everything you see around you in like this dense black fog, but only like pressed up against the inside of the walls of the tower.
I would like a burger. No, I would like to discern realities.
Okay.
Yep. It's probably good.
That's a 7, so I'll get 1 question. Can I look at that?
Yeah.
I want to know, like, okay, what do we think, gang? Do we want to do what is about to happen, or what should I be on the lookout for?
I think what is about to happen.
That's what I'm leaning for too.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do that. What is about to happen? And I'm specifically wondering about this smoke, but
yeah. Well, what is about to happen? This is the smoke seems to be from a different reality.
Okay.
Like it seems not of this world. And I would say what is about to happen is it seems as though there's some sort of a ritual that is opening a portal to another world to either go there or bring something from there to here.
Aw, dang.
Something bad is coming, brother.
Hey, William.
Yes?
I would like to spout lore.
Okay.
And see what happens. So when you spout lore, you consult your accumulated knowledge about something and roll plus intelligence. On a 10 plus, the GM will tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. On a 7 to 9, the GM will only tell you something interesting. It's up to you to make it useful. And the GM might ask you, how do you know this? And you tell them the truth. Okay. That is a 7 plus 0 for intelligence.
Okay, 7 to 9. I will only tell you something interesting. It's on you to make it useful.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be a point at the top of the tower when you flew up. It was just flat up there.
So, as in, there's no top of the tower, or the top is cut off?
I don't know.
It's flat up there.
Just flat up there.
But normally it'd be a conical.
Wait, I'm trying to understand exactly what you mean, though. As in, like, there's no roof?
Oh, it's just flat. Like there's a stone wall, like floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You said this tower looks unstable, right?
Yes.
Okay. I turned to the... is there... Real quick, when I flew up there, did I see a platform up near that point? Or was it just more of those, like, jump puzzles going all the way up the tower?
There's jump puzzles, and then there are, like, areas of flat that circle around the tower.
Okay.
That are basically, like, little, like, sections where people can stand and like have like take watch or whatever. Yeah.
Parapet.
Can I is it possible for me to get Srogi to grab hold of my small friend and my slightly larger friend and whisk them up to the highest landing we could get to?
Strogi can carry one of you.
Okay.
At a time.
Here's what I want to do then.
At a time, and one of you is
wait. Time out real quick. So, Will, you asked me what I'm using my 10 minutes while that was going on.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. I'm getting flown up there first and scouting the area and hiding somewhere if I can.
No, this is before all that smoke comes down.
Yeah, it's before all the smoke comes down. So
be aware you don't know about
but that's okay. I mean, like, so you get brought up there?
Yeah.
That's fine with me. Sure, yeah. So,
I just literally like, and then Throgi just whisks him up there.
So while you're up top, do you wanna do a little sort of investigating, like just realities for me?
Let's do that, please. Ooh, that's decent for once. That's gonna be an 8 + 1, 9.
All right, so you can ask one question. Do you have them pulled up?
Yeah. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum.
We don't know where our... Sorry.
What here is not what it appears to be.
There... Yeah, you you see these like jump puzzles and everything that have led up to this like platform that pretty much you can like you can't even like touch the ceiling with your height. You can, if you jump to touch it, you still just barely miss. But the jump puzzle leads up and then like leaves this huge gap. But as you're like feeling around and everything, you find a second and a third post, like a more steps on this jump puzzle that leads up to this
Hmm.
ceiling. But you cannot see them, but you feel them.
Okay.
And as you climb up onto this invisible like post, and you climb onto the next one to the point where you can actually reach up and touch the ceiling, your hand passes right through it.
All right. I'm gonna take rope because I just assume as an adventurer I have at least 50 feet of it, and I'm just gonna knot them so that they're visible, and then I'm just gonna trail the rest of the rope down, throw the rope down,
and then as soon as that happens, the black mist pours down throughout the tower. That's about like what time that happens. So then back down at the bottom, Dowser and Lad are both now in this black mist, essentially, and you see it covering the walls of the entire tower all the way up. What do you do?
Lad, I don't like this. This is about danger.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. So should I get you out of here?
I think, well, we need to find our family.
Okay, then I am going to shapeshift. Again, I'm going to I'm just going to go ahead and shapeshift into an Andean condor.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Have you ever seen one of those? Is that part of your land?
An Andean Batalur eagle, whatever I created earlier. That is a 7 + 2, a 9.
Okay, so hold 2.
Yeah. So my first hold.
Nah. Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't aided yet. Can I help with this since this is like?
I have no idea how you would aid this, but if you can think of something.
Yeah.
Well, Dowser knows magic, right?
Yeah,
so
not really. No.
It knows a type of magic.
I don't really do magic.
Yeah.
I just like. I mean, I feel like I can channel fire. So if like. I could. I know how I can. Well,
I also have a bit. What exactly are you trying to help with?
The shifting. But you're at the top right now.
Create an updraft. Keep the air below the wings.
Is there any fire?
That wouldn't help with the shapeshifting itself, though.
If there was an updraft,
it would help with the aerodynamics.
Yeah, it would like because help would be giving you an extra use. So if I can create an updraft that would basically let you fly up there without expending a use, does that make sense?
Yeah,
I have to roll for that.
Yeah, sure.
Here's the thing: is there any fire in here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use a move called Zuko style. When you bend a flame to your will, roll plus wisdom. On a 10+, it does as you command, taking the shape and movement you desire for as long as it has fuel on which to burn. On a 7 to 9, the effect is short-lived, lasting only for a moment, which is kind of all I need. Cool. So should I roll to do that and then roll to see if that aids, or can I just like do that?
Do that as your aid. Yeah, if
cool.
you.
Yeah. So rolling plus wisdom. All right. Nope. That's a 5 + 1 is 6. So I basically is it like torches?
Please
around
don't
the
set
room,
me on
William?
fire. Please don't set me on fire. Please don't set me on fire.
It's like torches around the room?
There are torches, lanterns and stuff.
The idea was to like take flame from each of them and like spiral them together like along the bottom kind of to create that updraft. I'll let you, William, decide what does end up happening there, but he's just like spinning his hands.
Yeah, you can create an updraft by accidentally lighting all of the wooden steps and everything down here on the bottom floor on fire. Suddenly, you are surrounded by flame. It bursts out from Dowser, just losing control of it momentarily, and the entire lowest level of this tower is now billowing smoke up to the top. Because it is a flame and it is raging, and you need to get out of here right now.
And I will say, Dowser sees nothing wrong with this, and actually like thinks he has fully succeeded. He's just like, Dowser, let's go!
So I don't need to spend a hold to. I can use the updraft.
I failed.
Or is there no updraft?
I would say.
You did say I could create an updraft.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know scientifically if that would create an updraft. I feel like it would have to be closer, but like who knows? But no, you have to spend a hold. That was a full failure.
That's fair. So I am gonna spend a hold then. I'm just gonna basically like grab Dowser in my talons, which might be a little disconcerting because I look exactly like Srogi right now.
Yeah.
So
the only thing keeping Dowser through this is the heroic vigor that he is experiencing.
Okay, and then I just I flap my way upward to meet Srogi and Danail. And Danail, have you told us that this stone ceiling is fake?
Yeah. So the stone ceiling's fake.
Then I think Srogi just grabs you, and we just.
So what you see on my screen is what you see.
Yeah.
Just like cut off.
Are you going up just really quick? Are you going up in the same spot that Danail is pushing his hand through, or are you just going straight up?
No, I guess we would be going through the central part of like the center of it, because that's where because there's no way to fly over the other parts, right?
No, there isn't.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going up through what would be like the center of the tower.
Okay. You nail a wall.
So I just like involuntarily clench onto
Hold on, I'm gonna give you
God damn
damage.
it, onto Dowser. And I'm like,
Take 3 points of damage.
3?
Yeah.
Can I go to me? No, I'm just kidding.
Darn it.
Do you
Okay.
do you have armor? Wait, you're in a bird
do.
form. What do you take to
Yeah,
in
but
shape-
I still have armor.
Okay, cool. Then
So-
3 and then
Nope.
armor.
Okay, so I'm 14 now. Okay, so I just kind of give like a confused squawk to Danail.
Just this way, please.
Cool.
And while this is happening, I want to pull out my spell book, and I'm going to flip through a page. I haven't done this yet, so Danail's a little anxious. Also, I never applied disadvantage to my next roll from our earlier usage of wild magic.
Oh right, let's do that now.
So I'm going to do that now as I attempt to cast this spell, and I'm going to try and contact the spirit. And I name the spirit I wish to contact, or I could leave it to the GM. And I pull that creature through the plains just close enough to speak to me. It is bound to answer any one question you ask to the best of its ability.
Spirit.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to contact the spirit Archimedes, which is an owl-like goetic demon that presides over doors, portals, and entryways, and getting into unknown spaces that I learned about because some lesser thieves pray to it.
William.
Anyways, so that's going to be rolling 3d6, taking the 2 lowest. That's going to be 5 plus 1, 6.
That's a full failure.
Then if it influences at all what you think happens next, my intention was to ask it, how do I stop whatever's happening? Under the assumption that it's some kind of portal or summoning thing.
Sure. Yeah, you managed to summon a spirit. And you pull it like right up close to you. But it does not look like an owl. It doesn't look like what you would have expected it to look like. In fact, it's this wispy, like willowing sort of black cloak creature. And it comes in close to you. And reaches out a hand and touches you.
Uh-oh.
Take 4 damage, ignore armor.
Darn.
Dangerous.
As you feel a cold, icy tinge centered on that point throughout your entire body.
And I'm going to roll wild magic real quick.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to be an 8 plus 1. That's going to be a 9. Then I'm going to roll a d8 to see what actually happens. That's going to be a 6, so I now get advantage on my next roll. Bet I
Do it
remember
again.
that.
Be like, wait, I had a question for you.
Wait, is it... William, I have a question. Is the spirit still here, or did it leave?
It's still here. You can all see it.
I just give an angry squawk.
Excuse me, Mr. Owl. Hello, Dowser over here.
No, wait, it's not an owl.
Oh,
It's just that wispy form.
I said it is not an owl.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Desert,
yeah.
not right now, please. We get one question. I don't need any of you playing it. Now, I don't think you're who I thought it was, but I paid your toll. Now, what's going on? What is this?
The creature, this spectral spirit thing, moves in extremely close in front of you, and you can see a mouth with jagged, decaying teeth appear across the shadow of this hood over what might be its face, and a tooth falls out in front of you and stalls in midair, and then that tooth becomes the tower, and suddenly, from like your brain through your eyes, you get shoved into this tower, going directly from the bottom all the way up to the top through this ceiling that is right in front of you. And you can see just beyond this, there is a swordsman that has been watching you reach your hand up and down through here. And behind this swordsman on a slab is your sibling, Brenner. There is a black mist coming from the direct peak of this tower that is shooting down inside of Brenner. Dindin is unconscious in the corner, and there is another being wearing all white, but completely tattered, dirty, shredded white robes that is in the back, lifting up a jagged dagger and is starting to move towards your sibling.
All right, listen up. I see. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Goodbye. I've seen the top. All right, listen, real quick. Lad, you need to fly right up here. Go fly high. There's a swordsman waiting for us coming. He'll strike at whoever comes first, so I think you just need to go straight up, right out of reach. Dowser, I want you to go next and create a bright flare. There's somebody, they have Brenner, and I think they're going to stab them. Make a flare. Can you create a distraction? And then I'm going to sneak into place, please.
Dowser can do this.
Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go now, lad. You're up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do exactly what my sibling has told me to do.
Yeah, I'm going to have all of you, for this, I'm going to have all of you rolling with advantage just for this next move.
Cool.
So you can save your advantage, Spencer, for the next thing you do. So you'll essentially be rolling advantage twice in a row. But because Daniel paid a toll and also got this like very pertinent information, you will have the drop on them.
Cool. You're flying up, right? Are you still holding on to me?
I am planning to, unless you want to do something else.
That's what I was imagining. Is like if you go up, and like I'm kind of obscured as you go up, and then I'll jump out of your talons because there's floor up there, right? Yeah. So like I'll jump onto the floor and then do my thing after you do what you're doing.
Cool. So I'm going to defy danger with dexterity to act fast.
Great.
And you said this is with advantage?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just re-roll the lowest die there. Please don't fail. Okay, so my lowest, it's a 4 and a 5. Lowest is a 4. That was a 1. So 9 total.
9 total? Your dex is 0?
My dex is 0, correct.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then with Defy Danger, that's worst outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Yes, it is.
You fly up, and the swordsman is ready for you. It was ready to strike the next thing that came up. You see this like heavy set, like very like strong, sturdy, deep elf in front of you, bearing a barbed blade, and you see just past that swordsman a dagger raised up right above Brenner, ready to plunge. You can get to that white robed being to stop the dagger, but you will get struck by the sword.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna do that. I am gonna. Do I have time to like drop Dowser on the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. So I'm getting struck by the sword, but I am intervening in. And this, can we just say I'm gonna use a hold here to intervene with the ritual?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is just fly up and like grab the dagger out of the creature's hands, because he said he's holding it up, right?
Yes.
So I'm literally just grabbing the dagger out of his hands.
So you swipe past, and like as you're going, this barbed sword catches into your torso and just gashes you open for 7 damage.
Hey y'all,
Not great, huh?
not doing hot, is what I'll say.
And you turn back into a person, eh?
After I grab the dagger, I do. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But you speed past, snatching the dagger out of the robed creature's hands and falling just past it, like going back into your original form. Dowser.
Are there flames up here?
There are lanterns, yes.
Cool. I would like to. So I'm going to create a distraction. Is my goal. There's the swordsman and the white robed figure. Which do they look like spectral, or does it look like a person?
They look like a person. Okay.
The swordsman also looks like a person.
Yes.
Are they both wearing like cloth clothing of some kind?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Zuko style again and take some lantern and light their clothes on fire.
Okay.
Like starting at like, if they have like robe tails or something. That is okay, it's a 7.
Wait, you do it with advantage.
Oh right, with advantage. Whoa, come on. I rolled a 5 and 2 1s. That's fine. That's still a 7. So on a 7 to 9, the effect is short-lived, lasting only a moment. So that's okay. I achieved kind of the effect I was going for, which is to momentarily throw them off. I'm not going to set them on fire, but I will surprise and distract them.
Yeah, so they both have to take a moment to like put their clothing out.
It's like in Harry Potter and whichever one, when Snape's like robe gets lit on fire by, I think it's like Hermione, and he has to stomp it out, even though he was helping. So I don't know why they did that. Sorry.
Yes, they are distracted. Go ahead, Spencer.
Before they get that to put their clothes out, Danail is coming up and is gonna go for a backstab on the one nearest to me, and I imagine while it's going right through the chest. Backstab. Right. Stick there.
Yeah.
And I love that you're roll with advantage.
Another 6.
I love that you're
advantage. I still got 2 1s and a 6.
I love that you're backstabbing him right through the chest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be an 8. So I get 1. So I'm gonna deal plus d6 damage to this attack.
Damn.
Which means you will take damage in return, correct?
Or
am I?
Yeah, because you can choose that.
Yeah.
Yes. I can choose to deal damage. One of the options is I can choose that I don't get into melee with them. So, yes.
But it's a choice. I think it's a choice between those two things. Like either you can do the additional d6 damage, or you don't.
This is not hack and slash. This is a thief specific move.
Yeah, can you read it in its entirety to me?
Okay, cool. Backstab. When you attack a surprised or defenseless enemy with a melee weapon, you can choose to deal your damage or roll plus dex. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7 through 9, choose 1. And then the options are you don't get into melee with them, you deal your damage plus d6, you create an advantage plus forward to you or your ally acting on it, or you reduce their armor by 1 until they repair it.
It seems like this is essentially like hack and slash. You would get hit as well if you don't choose not to.
It's the same thing that Eggy does.
Yeah. Because you're choosing 1 on a 7 to 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have an alternate interpretation, but I would rather talk that out later.
Well, you tell me right now, because I am curious.
Okay, cool. Because I'm reading somewhere in the example they give, you're attacking a defenseless person. It's like one of the earlier pages. Then, you just run them through. You just deal damage. Whereas hack and slash, it's an option in hack and slash to expose yourself to the enemy's attack on d6. So the additional d6. So if I were making a hack and slash as opposed to backstab, I would say if I expose myself to an enemy's attack, then you're kind of compounding that. So I'm not gaining the additional d6 for making a hack and slash and exposing myself to the enemy's attack. I'm making a backstab move. So how I would interpret that is, since I am specifically because it's the distinction between exposing yourself to the enemy's attack and engaging your opponent in melee.
That's the thing. Getting into melee with them means they can attack you back. So if you don't choose not to get into melee with them, then you do get into melee with them, and they can attack you.
Because on a 7 to 9, you land the attack, but you also get to choose. You can choose an extra d6.
Yeah, we'll ask Adam on Thursday.
So mechanically, what I just I think the distinction would be rather. My next action, I would have to defy danger since I'm now in melee, as opposed to on this roll they haven't attacked me. If that makes sense. Yeah,
but people don't attack you.
Yeah.
I mean, defying danger is is how you get damage, or on a hack and slash is like it wouldn't be an option to not get into melee if it wasn't an already preconceived idea like that. You would.
Yeah. I
think William's right on this one, Spencer.
I almost think that backstab is supposed to happen after a successful attack roll, because it's when you attack a surprise or defenseless enemy, you can choose to deal your damage or roll plus dex. So I don't know. Like, I don't know.
So I could, in this moment,
clarification.
Yeah. I still would like to damage plus d6, and if that prompts an attack back, okay.
We should.
But that's going to be 8.
8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tell me how it happens.
Cool. So bird flies up, makes a slash, drops Dowser, makes a flash, and then back turn, thunk, rapier blade right through the chest, and collapses.
Great. Yeah, the barbed sword falls to the ground along with the body of this deep elf swordsman. The 3 of you are in the room. Your sibling on the slab, your father in the corner, and a white, disheveled, robed being is hurriedly putting out a fire on their robe currently.
Can I do something, team?
Yeah, go for it.
I call out to the white robed figure and I say, "Excuse me, Mr. White Robe. I'll put that out for you. We can talk about this." And I want to do, maybe I just want to parlay, because I don't feel like this is making, I don't want to make it think this is its idea necessarily. So I just want to parlay with it. Be like, we can talk about this. Okay, that is a 7 + 2 is 9.
9?
Yep.
For parlay?
Mm-hmm.
On a 7 to 9, they need some concrete assurance of your promise right now.
Are they looking at me?
Yeah, so they look at you with like blacked over like eyes. You can now like see their face with like the fire that you have in the room. And they pull the hood of their robe back, and they are also a deep elf, and they're just like looking at you right now.
And I have my hand like open, like you would be conjuring a fireball, and I just like close my fingers a little bit, and the flame on their cape starts to dim.
This creature sees that like going down, and then looks back at you.
Drop your weapons if you're hiding them.
I haven't any weapons.
Can we talk?
He's got a spooky voice.
You have a spooky voice.
There is no talking.
We're talking now. Let's keep it going.
You've already disrupted the ritual.
Oh, yeah, it's over?
I've got your dagger now. And I just kind of like wiggle the dagger in front of him.
The room starts to be like matte black. Like the mist that was kind of like fogging the room before is now pressed hard against the walls, and it creating a dome almost around you. You don't understand. We needed to finish this ritual.
Can we finish it with you?
You
lay down on the slab. Dowser will kill you. It's okay.
It can't just be a person who is killed. It is specific. It needs to be this child.
Oh. Well, then you are always going to lose. Sorry.
If you give me back the dagger, I promise that when everything is under our control, I will let you live.
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay. Yeah,
Team check. Everybody.
No, go ahead. Shoot him. I'm going to expand the flames on his cape.
Cool.
I'm gonna go Zuko style. Nice. That's a 12.
That's gonna be a volley 9.
Oh my god.
Um,
Murder hobos, eh?
So did you roll with advantage, Spencer?
I did.
Well, hang on. I want to get in on this.
Bite his ass.
No, I won't. I'm just
okay,
gonna hold on
so
to the dagger.
on a 7 to 9, you have to move to get place your shot. You take minus 1d6 damage, or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1.
I think I'll take minus d6. So I'd rather shoot him in like the arm or shoulder. So it's less of a kill shot, more of a shut up.
All right, roll your damage for me.
Cool. I'm rolling a d6 along my 8, and I'm just going to subtract the 6 from the 8.
Did you roll advantage, Spencer?
I did roll advantage.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 2 damage, and I subtract 4 points of damage. So the arrow heals him for 2.
Well, so your arrow, I think, it just for like the intimidating factor, it whizzes by and like goes right through the back of his hood.
And then the flames creep up his robes from the bottom. I rolled a 10, so they do exactly what I want them to. I want them to completely engulf his robe.
So the fire completely engulfs this being in front of you, and knowing that you are the one who had controlled the fire previously, this creature looks at you and just reaches a hand out as he's being like burned to a crisp, and says, "You don't understand. Whatever is coming no matter what. But if we had finished the ritual, at least we could have controlled it." And you feel a pain inside of you. And I need you to roll Defy Danger. And it needs to be Constitution.
Okay. Don't worry about it. It's a fail. It's a 5.
Oh, no.
This is great.
A 5. Okay.
No.
Then you take...
Oh, no. Jonas, after I just gave you back that health.
You take 9 points of damage.
Not so bad.
Jonas!
9, you say?
Oh,
Gonna
no.
roll a d4. And that's a 3, so I only take 6.
And you feel this burning, but in a bad way, like a way that you haven't experienced before, from inside of your body.
My Bowser doesn't like this.
And this creature falls to the ground in continuing to be in flames. And as soon as the creature hits the ground, the dome around you shatters. And the room is filled with spirits and spectrals and demons.
Oh, no. Hey, William?
Yes.
I would like to spout lore.
Okay.
I want to see if there's anything I know about this situation that could help us, like, not get killed. I have some bad news, friends. Is a 4 total.
Great.
So
Yeah.
what? So I turned to Nail and I turned to Nail and Dowser, and I'm like, wait, I know something that could help us.
All of you have spirits and spectral beings like passing through your bodies, and it pains you every single time. You don't even have a moment to get off like any wrong thing you were going to think of. I need all of you to defy danger Constitution.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Okay. That was better. That's a 9.
11.
Because I'm not with my +1. If I had my +1, it would be 10.
7.
What were all the 7, 9, and what?
11.
11. So you brace Danail, and you channel that like the little bit of like magic to like be to ward off this like a bit from just ravaging your body. But the other two feel these spirits passing through them again and again. Like this room that is filled with these things are just like circling like a cyclone of violence and terror. And the two of you take 5 points of damage.
5, you say? Hey, I only take 2.
And that's ignore armor, by the way.
What armor?
You wouldn't let me have armor.
These spirits and the specters and everything are passing through over and over and over and over again, and then suddenly a beam of light from the center of the room spreads out, shooting out to all sides, coming from Brenner. Brenner's body arches up, floating off of the slab. And white light is all you see. You all blink as your vision blurs back to you. You're seeing spots. And as they go away and you refocus, Brenner sits up from the slab. And next time on Hiatus and Handlebars.
Yeah. Awesome.
Have we ever done a multi-part hiatus in Handlebars?
No.
I don't think so. I think this is our first one.
I don't think we did, and this will be our first one. Yeah.
Hey, William. I would like to write down another bond.
Okay.
The spirit spoke to me of a great danger that follows Brenner.
Fair. Yeah, I'm gonna see if any of my bonds.
Oh snap! I didn't even look at those.
Yeah, I don't know that I necessarily have any of mine from today.
One more question. Maybe this is something we can resolve off stream, but that ritual dagger, do I still have it, and what are its properties?
Oh yeah. We can resolve this off stream. You still have it.
Okay.
I closed the thing that would tell me. Well,
Okay.
I can open it back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks everybody. This was our first episode of the mini series for Dungeon World. I think I'm gonna have a name for it by the next time we do it.
Cool.
Nice.
But yeah, we're gonna be playing Dungeon World for the foreseeable future for a bit. While everything is going remote, and because like I feel okay about it like now, but if you watched this episode you would see that like sometimes we had to have Spencer re-say some stuff and like take some breaks and some beats, and like that's not necessarily horrible, but I wouldn't want to like keep running into blocks like that for the main continuity show.
Yeah.
So this is good. We're still like making
Super
sure
fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Agreed.
Making sure we can get the quality under control and everything. We're doing the best we can, and for right now I'm confident that this is going to be fun for the rest of the time we play it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Moving forward, it was a good time. It's great to find other RPG campaigns on Twitch. Hey, thank you so much.
Hey,
Seems super
welcome.
fun.
This is not normally what we play.
Yeah, we normally play Kids on Bikes. We have an entire backlog. Like I said at the beginning, if this is your first time joining us and you're interested in this, good news. We're doing a mini series, so we're going to continue playing Dungeon World. Our entire back catalog is pretty much all Kids on Bikes. So, and Kids on Bikes is a system. If like D&D and like Dungeon World is like Lord of the Rings, then Kids on Bikes is like Stranger Things. So if that interests you at all, you can go back. All of the previous episodes are in a playlist called Hijinks Handlebars on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Twitch and the VODs come out, please go to the VODs on YouTube and leave comments and everything. It helps us, helps the channel. And also I love seeing what everybody has to say. And that's a more concrete place for me to like respond and check on those things. There's a lot of people who've been catching up on the show recently, like Ellen and Matthew. And there's what's Scott? Scott, I don't know Scott's full name, but that's good because I probably wouldn't say it anyway. But Scott has been catching up and commenting on every single video, and it's awesome. And I've been going back through.
Was this the same Scott that was catching up on Monster of the Week?
I think so.
It's likely.
Cool.
I think so, but yeah, we're getting a lot of people from Monster of the Week, and a lot of people are going to Monster of the Week from Hijinks Handlebars, which is really great. Those are both awesome. So if you're looking for more content, check out all the rest of the shows on QueueTimes. QueueTimes is going as much as possible with all of the conditions. Most of the shows are still running as they would generally. Clear Skies. We have Long Beach by Night just had a finale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to. That's my goal while we're on this hiatus is to catch up on that show actually because I've heard it's fantastic. So if you want to join me,
and I've heard whispers of some more vampire content coming down the rail, so that should be fun and exciting. There's always more vampire content, so that's exciting. So Clear Skies,
they bite you, you become vampire.
It's kind of vampire
bite. That's like their one.
You bite two friends. They each bite two friends. Their friends bite two friends.
Yeah. So
should be illegal if you ask me.
Should be. It really should. Yeah, I can check this out later. That said, remember like the tip jar and everything, and remember to support the other shows, support QueueTimes. We are doing some more streaming, at least Jonas and I, and with affiliated QueueTimes, I believe. QueueTimes is helping with the back end on a lot of this for the Lost Odyssey event that is going on right now for Treehouse. Mm-hmm. It's a charity that is helping orphaned kids, and I believe, right? Am I right on that? Yeah, orphan kids, especially like specifically right now, trying to help out with children who are experiencing the direct negative effects of COVID-19 and the coronavirus as a whole. So if that's interesting to you at all, Jonas and I are going to be funnily being GM'd by Adam Coble, the one of the co-creators of Dungeon World, on Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific. And that's going to be on GameStop's Twitch channel. So check that out. The entire event, like watch the whole thing. Deborah Ann Wall is playing in a game. Satine Phoenix is playing in 2 games, I believe.
Dave Walters, who does a lot of stuff with this channel, is running one of the games.
Yeah. TJ, I forget TJ's last name, but a recurring, like really incredible guest on Critical Role is also DMing a game. And like that dude's been DMing for like 30 years. Or something, and is really, really good. So a lot of really exciting, very, very cool things are going on, and it's all for charity. So check that stuff out. It's going to be really cool. And Jonas and I are lucky enough to be involved, and QueueTimes is taking on a lot of work for it, and we really appreciate them hosting us, and we appreciate them doing that work as well. It's really great. Yeah. So Clear Skies, Long Beach by Night, Hijinks Handlebars, which is now Hiatus and Handlebars, and all of the other great shows that are going on right now. Keep up, do what you want, watch stuff, and we'd love to see you again next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, as we continue this mini-series. And we should have our other 2 players back with us at that point, so it'll be a full house. Mm-hmm. It'll be a full house. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KWilliamWhite. You can also find this, the Twitter and Instagram for this show at HandleStream. You can find my band that I am in. I drum for, and Jonas plays bass in, Glass Beach, at Glass Beach Band on Twitter and Instagram, and also our website, glassbeach.band. We have a Patreon and a Twitch channel that we have just launched.
Twitch channel launched. Patreon will be launched on Saturday, April 4th. This Saturday, April 4th. We are doing an all-day stream launch party, baby, where we're going to be trying to rack in people to patronize us. Yeah.
On Patreon.
Real shitty.
Yeah.
Real shitty.
Something we're going to be playing Jackbox. We're going to be doing like some.
After today, I'm going to try to convince y'all to watch me play Sega bass fishing for a little bit.
But we're going to be doing some music stuff, and the people who are involved in the stream and who sign up on the Patreon get to decide some of the things that we're doing on that day. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a long day. But check that out as well. Pretty much like literally based on our like Pacific time, I would assume we're going to be starting at 8 a.m. Pacific and just going until we can't anymore. So check that out. I think that's all I got.
I have been Jonas, playing Bowser. You can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. As William said, I'm also in the band Glass Beach. I play the bass guitar, the one with the 4 strings that sounds all low. And
that's what it is.
Yeah. You'll be able to see me on the Lost Odyssey stream on Thursday, right? And that all-day Glass Beach Band Twitch stream on Saturday. I will also be periodically taking over the Glass Beach Twitch channel to stream games. I did today. I played about an hour and a half of Sega Bass Fishing and an hour and a half of Psychonauts. So I plan to do more of that probably this week. If you follow me or Glass Beach Band on Twitter, you will be able to see when that stuff is coming up. Tomorrow, in fact, Lane is going to be hopefully finishing the first Dark Souls game, doing a Pyromancer run. Lane is our guitarist. And I'm on a bunch of other shows here as well, some that are done, like a Monster of the Week, which I think Sam would probably going to want to talk more about. William and I are also on a Sunday show called Court of Corvids, which is a Pathfinder 2nd Edition live stream. William and I play a married couple, a druid and a fighter. That show's super fun. We're dealing with some Zombo stuff, some pirate stuff. It is very fun. It gets very dark and very dire at times. So if you like this sort of fantasy setting that we played in today, check that out. Court of Corvids on Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. That's what we're doing now. Same channel right here, twitch.tv/QueueTimes.
Paizo affiliate.
Paizo affiliate streaming show.
Is it streamed by us and hosted by them?
It is a Paizo affiliated show. Paizo does host us when we stream. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, unless I'm wrong there, but that's so yeah, that's sort of a Paizo. If you don't know, is the company that made Pathfinder. So yeah, check that out. It's a load of fun, and I tweet about all that stuff and my sweet dog who's right here at Jonas Newhouse.
I have been Sam Richardson, playing Lad. I'll be returning to the character of Lad for next time and the foreseeable future for Hijinks and Handlebars, although I only have 2 hit points left, so...
I was going to ask. I want to know where you all are.
Maybe not that much longer. We'll see. As Jonas and William both mentioned, I DM'd a show for QueueTimes a couple of months ago, starting last year and then finishing up a couple of months ago, called Monster of the Week. That was Jonas and William and our good friend Sammy. It's a fully complete series. All 15 episodes of it are available on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Monster of the Week. I'm really proud of it, and apparently a bunch of people are catching up with that and also hopping on to Hijinks Handlebars, and that's amazing. Thank you so much. If you're one of those people, you mean the world to us. That is seriously hearing anyone like catching up on that show or catching up on Hijinks Handlebars is such a good way for me to feel good about the world right now. So if you want to put a little bit more joy into my heart, you can go do either of those things. Just to speak to the world at large right now, if you have the means, please go donate to your local food shelter, homeless shelter, your local bookstore. If you can order through them, I know there is a service. It's not Audible. It's something like Audible. Sorry, that's my phone. It's something like Audible that will send all of your stuff to like a portion of your purchase to your local bookstore. I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called right now. But look into every opportunity that you have to help out your local community and the people who live in it, because we're all in this together. And that's the only way we get through all this. Also, I'm on Twitter at Laggardson, LHEGARDSON.
Hi. If you're watching on Twitch, well, first off, hello. My name is Spencer LaBelle. I've been playing Deneo. If you're watching on Twitch, Hijinks Handlebars normally streams live in the greater LA area. LA is in Los Angeles, not LA is in Louisiana, the state, where I am at currently.
That is confusing.
LA, L.A. Anyways, so I'm out here. If you're watching on the VODs, you've probably already seen me playing Frankie Fox. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Splubble or on Twitter at SpabelVO, as listed in wherever the thing is. Couple neat projects coming out, working on primarily voiceover collabs, as well as had a couple short films coming out. But keep posted, and you'll see when those things come out. But like many people, lots of time on hand. So if you want any sort of artistic consultation, I have had a couple people talk to me about like, hey, this is what I'm planning for my Dungeons and Dragons game. How can I work this puzzle out, or what can I do with the design to make it work? So like, you're more than welcome to reach out if you want consultations, that sort of thing. And yeah, all right, Spencer out.
Cool. Great.
Cool.
Well, this has been very fun for me.
Yeah.
I actually I felt very normal
Yeah.
playing.
Great.
It was great.
This is such a good game.
Yes, it is, and it is such a pleasure to be able to do it with all of you.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do it with even 2 more of all of us next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and hopefully you all will join us as well. But
Yeah.
until then, bye bye. Have a safe
Bye-bye.
time. Have a safe week.